Hey guys, welcome back to this new video. In this one we're going to be finding out how to find palindromes, detect whether or not words are palindromes using Python. And this can be pretty useful just in like knowing how to code in Python with like the syntax, or just knowing the logic behind it. So one way we can begin is by taking the input, of course, from the user. So word equals the input. Enter your word here. Now the user can then enter their word to see if that word is a palindrome or not. And then we can, now we have to detect whether or not it's a palindrome. And if you don't know what a palindrome is, it's just a word that's spelled the same forward as it is backward. So for example, Bob backwards is Bob, so that's a palindrome. But for example, think backwards is not a palindrome. It's because it's not the same spelled forward and backward. So now we in order to make Python know if it's a palindrome or not, what we can do is we can create an if or else statement. So if word if the value of word is equivalent to its reverse. And so there's a couple of ways we can do that. So there's already a built-in function in Python which is reversed of a word. So what it does is, instead of looking at the word the word in like a forward manner, it looks at it backwards. So it's kind of like a for something for x in range, but except it's backwards. So that's the function that it's already built in Python. That means you don't have to like make your own function. You can just use it like it's just like any other function. And then you can print if it is the same forward and backward, you can just say print palindrome. And if it's not, then just print not a palindrome. Now this is very simple, and we can use this like we can test it basically. So Bob is not a palindrome apparently. Oh, I forgot to mention that this actually returns a list, and this is a string. So because I gave a string here, that a string can't actually equate to a list in Python. So what we have to do instead is we have to join together this list, because when we use the reversed command, what it does is it does reverse Bob, but it creates a list instead. So what I mean is, it doesn't go from Bob to, well, Bob like it's supposed to. Instead, what it does is it goes from Bob to, well, this kind of list we have over here. Like that. So and obviously Python can't make these two equal, so that's why it says not a palindrome. So we can fix that by using the join function. Now what this does is it's the opposite of converting a string to a list. Instead, what it does is it converts a list to a string, like that. And so that's what the join function does. And this thing is here is just to like say that join together Bob without like anything in between, like a space or anything. Like just stick those together so you just get Bob. And now when we run it, it should work. Say that it's a palindrome, but if we do something else, like cookie, it says not a palindrome. Another way we can do this is a less complicated way. Is if word is equal to word. Well, I mean, it's not really. It could be complicated if one doesn't know how what slicing is in Python. Now, slicing generally just goes like where in a string or a list. If you want to slice something like you have a string or list and you want to slice just a certain part of it, then basically if you want to slice that part of it, you have to know when to begin, when to and when to end, and if we're going forward or backward. And if we begin at the beginning, because we're not putting in any value here, we're not putting in like begin at 1, end at 2, and go backwards. No, we're just saying that it's the whole thing. So this two colons means the whole thing, and we're just basically taking the whole thing and we're reversing it with a -1. That's what it means. So if word equals to this, word slice colon -1, that basically means if word is equal to word reversed, right? Because we're taking all of word and we're going backwards. So that's basically reversing it. And now if we enter something like race car, it is a palindrome. And so that's something that's pretty neat we can do. So I hope you learned something in this video. It's pretty easy to know the logic of how to do it, but sometimes what the point I'm trying to make here is that you really also need to know the syntax of Python and some useful like tricks you can use, like knowing the reverse function or doing this nifty little slicing thing. So yeah, that was it. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.